Okay, says we are live. Facebook is not telling me that. Still not telling me that. Is it live for anybody else?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
live.
Yep, we're live. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another This Week in Audio. Not episode 53 like it says up there. It is episode 54. I am just, a delinquent and forgot to change
Stress
that.
behind, man.
But, Rob, you're still muted. You pulled a
Oh
Blaine.
my God, you pulled a Blaine.
Pulled a Blaine. Alrighty, guys, listen, before I get into this, I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in already, your early viewers. I appreciate it every single week. But we got to do something really cool this week. Our boy Blaine has got some new merch. And he's got his OG shirts. And he wants to give away some merch tonight. Okay? So we're going to start this off really hot tonight. I need everybody who's watching this right now to hit that share button and tag at least 2 people that they think would watch this stream. Okay? This is going to be a really interesting stream, and I think it's going to have a lot of cool perspectives that we don't always get to see on these types of live streams. So I'm really excited about this one. So without further ado, we've got Queen Kong in the house. First off, I got to ask you, what made you come up with that name? I got this full interview here, but we need to know where this name came from.
All right, cool. So I actually, after I put down my last build, I was thinking for the future of what I was going to do next. And I said, I want to do something different. So I actually came up with this name like 2016, and I sat on it because I didn't want anybody else to take the name. I like really sat on it. The only person that knew was my husband and my brother. That was it. So we kind of had a game plan going into it. So I was like, you know how King Kong beats on his chest? And I was like, beating, car audio, beating, female. And that's how I came up with Queen Kong. And then I just held on to it until it was time to do my next build. And then that's it, So.
Okay, that's actually really neat. I like where you pull. So when I was thinking of Liberty Base, I was driving my original audio vehicle that got me started on social media was a Jeep Liberty. And I was trying to think, how do I make a name that is fitting and kind of goes with the flow of everything? And then I was literally just walking through my hallway and I thought, Liberty Base. I drive a Jeep Liberty Base. Perfect. It's patriotic.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. So that's how that came to be. But I like that. I like where you came up with that name.
Yeah, thank you.
So for me, I'll speak personally. I don't know about everybody else. Rob may have known you or heard of you and seen you around longer than I have because he's down in your area. But for me, I feel like you kind of just popped up on the scene for me on social media within the past 7 to 8 months. And well, take that back. I'll say almost a year, because it was about Slamology last year is when I started hearing your name get thrown around and things like that. So you, at least up in our area, in the northern part, you kind of come on the scene really rapidly. But before all that, before I heard about you through Stetson and things like that, how did you get your start in car audio? What's your background in this?
A lot of people don't know. I've been in car audio. We're coming up on 20 years. I couldn't really be heavy into it. I started while I was in the military. So I first had my subs. I had a little Nissan Altima, flying through the streets with 215s, and this was in 2005. I was stationed in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I would always get in trouble because I was definitely driving around base, boom, 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 But I had a lot of deployments, so I couldn't have a lot of time to focus into it. I went to car shows when I was out in Clarksville, Tennessee. I've been going to car shows since I was younger. My dad was into it. I've been going to car shows overseas, Italy, when I was stationed in Japan. So a lot of people, I wasn't too much on social media. So I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm going to say it just because I think that I'm the only female that ran 21s. So before this build, I had another Tahoe and I had 2 Incriminator Audio death penalty 21s.
That's cool.
And
shit.
So that was 2012. That was 2012. Wow. Yeah. So I've been
one of the few people doing that period and at that time, let alone females, but you were probably one of the few people that had that.
So I had 2 21s in 2012, and I wasn't too much going to a lot of shows. I was just still like getting back into it, transitioning out of the military, finding my time. So I'll go to shows, talk a little junk here and there because I was a female. I like to be different. Of course, I'm going up against the males. Like, hey, y'all ain't. So yeah, I've been in car audio for a while.
Did you feel like you had to show out a little bit more?
Yeah, as being a female, and that's the thing for me. It wasn't necessarily going to get somebody. I always like to be different. So, like I said, I know no other females were running 21s. There weren't too many females out at that time. Anyway, 2012, no. So.
Okay, so I'm going to let all the viewers know. And again, don't forget, guys, like and share this. Share it to your team chat. Share it to your groups. I think they're going to have a really neat perspective on this episode. And I'm really excited about this because it's really enjoyable. So make sure you guys are sharing it. And every time you like and share, you're getting an entry into our giveaways that we will do at the 30-minute mark. Okay, 30-minute mark. You guys got 20 minutes. And we are 45 viewers right now, which is fantastic.
Cooking tonight.
Big opportunity.
Okay, so I want to say this. We are so me, Caden, Blaine, Rob are a part of a team called Team Control Pressure. You've probably heard of them. And Rob, it was a lot of the team captains really started bringing this up, and I'm going to let Rob talk about it because he was actually going to talk to you about it backstage, and I told him not to talk about it. But we started getting into it, and I didn't want to. I love hearing you say that there's, at the time when you started, that there's not a lot of females doing it. Okay, and I don't even want to say doing it, even doing it at that level. Okay. Yeah. When I think of females in audio, the first one that comes to my mind is like an all-time great is Alma Gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it,
yep.
Right? And to me, I don't want to say that's lame because she's awesome, but I feel like there needs to be more women in car audio. But I also think that there's not enough women doing it at the level that you are doing it, and like a couple other women that we're going to get ready to bring up to inspire that younger generation of females that are coming. When you go to Slamology, you're walking around, right? Well, those little kids walking around are super impressionable, right? And we leave an impact on them. And so I think having people like you, Jeannie, Debbie, and there's other ones out there. I don't want to just not include them, but going out to shows with these big builds and putting on a show, leading by example, I think we're just sparking the fire for that next generation. And I think it's huge. And Rob's really got a lot to say about this.
So here locally, I think there's a large following of a hobby when it comes to automobiles that has a lot of women involved in it. And the Jeep clubs. Like me and Tyler Moore would go to this audio show that was more of a Jeep show than it was audio. They just had a side of audio. And there were tons of females there with like crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, they had rims, they had crazy paint jobs, they had like the DS18 speakers everywhere. They just wasn't like subwoofer heavy with a lot of. They had something, but it wasn't audio focused. In that hobby, in that side of the car hobby, I see a lot of females. But at this level of car audio, you really don't. And what I like about this hobby is physical limitations really don't hold you back. Like a female can be just as competitive in the lanes against a male. There's no physicality to it, right? It's like we can all be competitive. And one thing that you do really well that I've always noticed, I've seen you at Ruckus, I've seen you at Sundown. The area where you park, it's a vibe, it's an atmosphere. Right? That's something unique that you bring to the crowd, like you bring it to the show. Because I know this past year at Sundown, I was off down near like the Down for Sound, Chris Lee area, and I could see you guys having a whole party up there near your build. And a lot of people standing around having a good time. So it's not just loud music, like it's the social aspect that you bring to the table. And I hope that notice that and start to do that same thing.
Myself, so that was me and my team down there in Alabama, Team No Chill. So that was just kind of our thing since we met. Like I met them at a show in Atlanta, and it was just, that was it. I just met them at a show. And then they told me they were from Auburn, and I was like, well, that's just great because I'm down. I didn't know that there were too many, there was a scene in Auburn, Phoenix City, because that's where my dad lives, military, Columbus, Georgia. And every time I go down there, it's just small, no one's down there. So we met in Atlanta and they said, we're from Auburn. And I was like, well, I'm down there all the time. Now this gives me a reason. So we connect, we go to the shows together, and me and Casey, I call him my twin brother. That's the only one up on top of the truck with me. So me and Casey, we just love to have a good time. And we always, sometimes with these shows, it's like a family event. So I went down to Auburn, like I say, my family came to a show the first time. They came to see, exactly like what it was. My brother always comes with me. The kids come with me. I just like to have a good time. But after sundown, it was so much feedback. They were like, it was just like, they was like, it's such a vibe. It was like, it's car audio, but it was still something different. It was just, y'all were having fun. It was nothing bad going on. It was just, everybody's getting demos, but y'all are still with the loud music having fun. And that's
right.
Just what I want to do. I just like to have fun. I like to smile, dance, get on top of the truck. I don't know. I just love having fun and smiling.
The atmosphere.
Dancing with people.
I will tell you this right now. I contribute a lot of our success via social media because of the atmosphere in our booth. It's a good time. Okay. I don't give two craps if we blow equipment or not. It's all fixable. If it's burning down, it's burning down. Turn that crap up and let it rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that the reason it's so important is because you want to leave a good impression on someone. You want to give them a memory that it will last forever. And I love hearing you say that. We share a lot of the same values in terms of what it means when we're at those shows and how important it is. And it is like a family gathering. Oh my goodness. When we go to shows, it's like, it kind of sucks because you're sitting there demoing and stuff like that, or you're talking with people, everybody wants to talk to you, and you don't get to talk to the people you really, really want to talk to because, that's your one time, maybe 4 or 5 times out of the year where you get to see each other in person.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's why I enjoy the shows where we get to have like that social point, like on Sundays before the shows where they don't want us to play music for the churches in the local area.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy that part, just getting to walk around and talk to where you can actually hear each other for a little bit before the music comes back on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So curious, what is your favorite show that you've been to?
Oh, that's a good one.
Get Rob thinking.
Oh,
you're muted.
Portal Blaine.
Slamology.
Slamology.
I know, right? That was my first time going. When I got there, like I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't doing I was in car audio, but I wasn't doing a lot of car audio shows. So I was doing a lot of car shows on the car show side. So when my brother was like, hey, let's go to Slamology this year, and I was like, Indianapolis. I was like, what? Because we're way over here. I said, okay, let's go ahead and, contact transport, which my other brother, he does transport. So and he's in the cars too. So, it's a win-win. So I kid you not, when I pulled into the gate, my eyes were as big as like $quarter because I've never seen anything like that. And then
there's nothing like it.
Nothing. And then the next day, as the show went on, it was everything from lowriders, motorcycles, mini trucks.
Boom.
It was just, and I just looked at and the energy of it. Like I didn't get time to walk away, from my truck, like I said, because it was new. Slamology was definitely an eye opener to, the people that I impact, because I didn't, people were saying like, hey, we watch you on TikTok, we watch you on YouTube. And I'm very humble. I'm just like, you saw me? Like,
it doesn't feel normal, does it?
Yeah, that anybody know. I'm just very like, no, you don't know me. No, yeah, I watch you. Look, here's your video. I saved it, and I listened. And I was like, that was an amazing show. That was. I love it.
It's the biggest dopamine rush ever.
What? Like the sleep. Like we went to sleep after the show. We went to the hotel. Like I say, our family was there as well. So we just went back to the hotel, had a good time, stayed up till like 3 a.m. So we planned to leave Sunday. We was like, okay, we're gonna leave at like 10 o'clock, get back on the road. 3 p.m. we were still there. So we got home at like 3 a.m.
Oh,
so it was, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it.
Okay, so got your favorite show, and I'm with you. I think Slamology is by far the best show, and it is rough at that show because there's so much to do. But, and I think we can talk about it. I don't think it's a bad thing. But when you get to having a social media following, I don't want to say you're obligated, but you want to make sure that everybody's there to see you, gets to see you, see the build, experience it, the whole 9 yards. And it makes it really difficult to leave that build and go and explore and check out everybody else's builds and things like that. And last year, not this past slam, but the slam before that was my first real eye-opener of like, holy crap, this is kind of overwhelming in a sense, because we weren't able to go and do what we typically did at Slamology, which was just go enjoy the show. We had to be right by the builds 24/7 and never got to leave. So it's interesting that we're not the only ones who experience that, and you should feel the same way. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
Something about that, a few years ago, before I became good friends with James Bales, I saw his post on Facebook one day, and he was inquiring about paying people to demo his builds for him at shows. He has so many builds, and I didn't know him, so I saw that post. I was like, this guy's crazy.
Thank you.
And I couldn't understand why he would ever do that. But now going to shows, I get it, because you want to get to go around, socialize, and have a good time. And you hear your build all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So to you, it's the same old, same old. It's the person that you're giving the demo to that makes the experience. You know what I mean? Like, if you're giving a demo to somebody and they're loving it, you're going to want to stay there and keep giving out demos. But when you get that person in there who just looks bored, you want to leave and go socialize, right?
Well, the thing with Slam, though, is like one demo turns into 20. And 20 turns into like 400.
That's exactly it. Always is. Hey, man, can I get a quick demo? Look around. Ain't nobody there. Yeah, buddy, hop in. Let's make this happen real quick.
And then the like whole 20 people.
Freaking crowd shows up, and then you're like, well, I can't say no now. Here we are.
Yeah. And then when you walk around, somebody's like, oh, I wanted a demo. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah, come on. We'll walk back.
Yeah.
Brody Man down here said, Dad drives me to a lot of hours away just to demo with y'all. Please stay doing this. We don't plan on stopping, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to burn that crap to the ground before we ever stop. I promise you that one. We've got, guys, listen, we are at 57 viewers right now. Loving every minute of this. We have 5 minutes before Blaine is going to give away his new merch. How many shirts are we giving away, Blaine?
I don't know if we can keep 50 plus. If we can get up to 75, I'll do a version 1 shirt.
Oh, will you sign it for everyone?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna make a couple burner accounts just so we can get there real quick. All right, so we've got.
Hayden's keeping track of who's tagging and how many.
So listen,
on a roll over there.
We are all streaming this right now. All of us are. Each time you share one of our streams, it gets you an entry. And every time you like it, it also is giving you an entry. Do we give an extra point of entry if you tag someone?
No, I can't count. I can't count.
You can't count that high.
He can do whatever he sets his mind to. If you start tagging people, I want to see people getting tagged in this chat right now. Just tag them one by one by one. And Caden said he is going to put you on the wheel. He said it. I know that he's got that dog in him.
So
I don't get paid enough for this.
I'm curious.
You guys notice the new background here?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
Basehead Batty Nelson.
Matthew tags me.
Boom. Knocked it out. These things are nice. But
so, Queen, I'm curious, what are 3 of your favorite builds that you've ever gotten demos of? It's hard to say just one. So what are 3 always got to get a demo when you see it?
Well, let me tell you. I want to say this. I rarely get a chance to get demos.
Hmm.
Like I'm not even saying that just to say it. Like I rarely, because like I say, I wasn't going to. No, I wasn't going to a lot of events, and then when I do get the chance to walk around, I'm ready to eat first of all, or I'm taking a nap. You might, if you see a black Denali parked next to me, if you don't see me there, I'm taking a nap. Like I need to take a nap. I'm a nap taker, so that's what I do. So I'll say, well, one, of course, my brother, but I don't get in his anymore because he tried. Like the last time I got in, the professor David, he's always parked next to me. I don't, because it hurt. It hurts really, really, really bad. So Salt Shaker, of course, Matt Brown's number 2. Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
He's in here somewhere.
I think Matt's in the chat.
Yep.
He's right there, baby. We are at 60 viewers, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Keep pounding the rock.
60.
Get us up to 75.
I like how my page is covered.
Oh, sorry, Blaine. Here, I got you, dude. Boom.
So.
Oh no!
Yep.
There we go. They don't want to look at this all day, or maybe you do.
My third would be, like I say, I don't get too much. Let me just go back to maybe Ruckus. Before, I don't think he had Clockwork there, but John Hart, he had another build. This was Ruckus, not last year, but the year before last.
He didn't have it at that last year's Ruckus, but yes.
Correct.
Right.
Yep. So he gave me a demo, and like I said, that was my first year at Ruckus. Not last year, but the year before last. That was my first year at Ruckus. So when I did get a chance to get in, so yeah.
So this year at Ruckus was the first time I went to a show with my wife, and she had her build, and it was great because she got to demo it, and everyone was excited to get demos of it because no one had heard it yet. But it was awesome for me because I got to just walk around and hang out and just meet versus getting stuck giving the demos all day. And I'll tell you, if you haven't got to experience that, it's worth at least going to a big show without your build once, just to where you get to take it all in and get some demos yourself.
Right. So do y'all probably don't know, we didn't make Ruckus. We were supposed to. All of us, me, my brother, and Shane, had issues the night before, and we all travel together. It's us, the 3 of us. So my regulator went out. It was like 6 o'clock. I was ready to get on the road, picking up the truck. The voltage starts to spike. Oh, what's going on here? So once that, of course, I don't know how you all wives are, but once something goes wrong, it's over for me. Like, everybody, just please stay out of my way. Just stay out of my way. So then, like 30 minutes after, I'm still fuming mad. Then my brother calls me, the professor. He was like, my amps aren't giving any output. I said, what? What? Like, what are you talking about? They're not giving me any output. Like, I'm already mad. So when he was saying it, I was just kind of like brushing it off. So I was like, okay, because I was still going to go to support him. So I was like, okay, well, you can't go. Then about 30 minutes later, Shane calls us. His fuel pump went out on the way. You know what? That's it. That's the whole, we just took it as a sign. As the 3 of us, because we do, travel together. So as the 3 of us, we took it as a sign, like, let's just not go. But to happen the night before, I was crying, y'all. I was upset about that. I was hurt.
Because you had a vendor booth for that show too, right? Or you were planning on having a vendor booth?
Yeah, we had one. Yeah.
Man.
That sucks.
That does suck.
It's cool though.
Yeah,
what I appreciate about this build is there's no stone left unturned. It's the complete package.
It is the complete package.
This is what I'm going for with my rebuild. Like, it's got to have it all. The wheels, the paint, like, you know what I mean? The system itself, it's got it.
So here's a question that I want to ask you, and we're going to go through builds, and we're going to get through that here in a minute.
Cool.
And I'm going to ask one more question, and then we're going to do the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Serious question. What are some? Have you I have a list here. Hold on, I want to pull it up here. Okay.
Okay.
No pressure, Jace. No pressure.
I got a list here. Let's see.
Controlled pressure.
He's controlling the pressure right now.
That's right.
Controlled pressure, baby.
Okay, so we have a list of all of your accomplishments for last year, and it is a mile long. Okay, it ranges from a full sponsorship with Stetson, your collaborations with MechMan, brand ambassador for Cover My Plate, invited to Team SPL Audio. Looks like they're Team Hush, maybe. I don't know that one.
It goes on and on.
But partnership with Southern LEDs, the list goes on, right?
So many of them.
And it's really impressive. But my question to you is, have you ever found yourself dealing with any adversities to get to those opportunities? Have people ever looked at you different because you're a female in this industry, or has it been pretty smooth sailing for you?
No, I'll say when I first started out, so I'm glad you asked that question because I always want to talk about it. So I'll say when I first started out, you know, if you aren't like my husband and my brother already had this vision, like they already had it in mind, like, hey, you can be something different in here. And I was just like, no, nah, I can't. So when I first started out, it was of course like getting overlooked because clicks, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So nobody had like, I wouldn't say, you know, of course you had to prove yourself, but I really was feeling like it was just who you're affiliated with kind of thing. Yeah. You know, so, and now it's just like some of those companies are trying to spin back around.
Oh yeah.
That didn't want to.
Yeah. Boy, so I have to be professional, but yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Not like for a fact. All of a sudden, one company wants nothing to do with you at all, nothing. And then within a very short amount of time between that interaction and then you finding some level of success, right, or following, it's within this window right here on the tail end that they go, hey, man, I really want to work with you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, because, you know, it's just like, you know, you hear things. Like I say, I keep a lot of stuff off of social media.
Good.
You know, I deal with a lot of stuff on the back end because I can. You know, when I was younger, I would address it. I would address everything, you know, but once I got into this, and like I say, once I actually went to Slamology and saw all the kids and all the kids that say that they watch, they follow, and you try to keep it more positive because you are trying to build the youth in this hobby.
Yep.
So, but on the backside of things, I have a lot of talks. You know, my husband and my brother will tell you I have a lot of talks. Sometimes I'm not very nice, is because I don't feel like you're going to try to play over me like that. You know,
Jace has a lot of talks with us too.
Yeah,
I have a lot of vetting sessions.
Yeah,
like honestly, these guys are going to send me a bill for their therapy sessions that I've had with them because it's exactly how you say it. When you go to these shows, this is how I put it, okay? And it's still crazy to me to think about this. I'm a huge Cleveland Browns fan. All right. Me and my wife. All right. I'm going to fix this problem. All right. He's out of here. All right. So, freaking hater. Are you done? Are you done? Yeah, that's right. Are you done?
Can I laugh one more time?
One more time, and then that's it.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm done.
Do you feel better now?
No.
Okay. All right. So, this was one of the biggest eye openers for me. Me and my wife go to Cleveland Browns games all the time, and we're sitting. I'm gonna. Why do I?
I can't excuse you.
Sorry.
But when
I'll mute myself.
Yeah, you better. Okay. But when we are sitting in that stadium, and we're watching the game, I looked around there and I thought, man, there's a lot of people here. And I thought to myself, how many people can fit in this stadium? And the Cleveland Browns stadium can fit like 70-ish thousand people in it, right? And on my YouTube account, we have just a little over 65,000 subscribers. And when I had that realization, like looking around, like, dude, this is a lot of people. This is a lot of people that watch our content that not all of them are impressionable, right? Like a lot of them are grown adults that could give two craps what I do, right? But I can go to my demographics and I can see it, and they're in the 12 to 24 range, which is really impressionable. And when I realized that, I thought to myself, I need to stop being so passionate about how I feel about things when somebody screws me over on Facebook. It just doesn't need to be seen, because that negativity is toxic. And and not only does, when you make your post and you feel better, you got like 30 other people that are going to chime in on that, right? And they're going to have their 2 cents. And then for those 30 people, there's like 55 of them on the back end that disagree with them. And now they're just going to war in your comment sections. And it's toxic. So I relate to that a lot. It is, and no matter how bad it is or how ridiculous the drama is behind the scenes and how dirty it is, you got to be the better person, and which sucks 95% of the times.
It does. It took me a lot, to get it. When I say it took me a lot to get here, like I really, sometimes I'm at a show and I'm just like, I see you walk by, and in my mind, hold on, you said some slick stuff, and I want to address it, but we take our kids to a lot of these shows, right? We take our nieces to a lot of these shows, my family, so it's just in the best interest. But like I say, when I know at sometimes when you want to finally come back around to say, hey, I've actually gotten 2 of my major incidents. They've come back and apologized last year, but they let the incident go on for a whole year, but they finally apologized. But it's the fact that I tried to get you to see the reason. You took too long because you wanted to. So I just can't, and I keep my peace for that.
Right.
So,
well, I'm hoping that I get, that'd be nice if I saw some apologies once in a while. I mean, that would be nice. And the worst part is when you got receipts. When you got receipts and you can't share them with the world. But I'm glad that I was able to ask you that question, though, because I was curious to see what adversity you had to go through to get to where you're at, and it is interesting. So I'm going to pause this conversation because I know we got a little bit more to get into here, but I want to do the giveaway, and I think I've got a message here. You are interested in giving something away, is that right?
I am. Hold on, let me holler for one of the kids right quick. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
While we're doing that, Caden, can you get the wheel prep for us, my boy?
I got you.
Let's do it. Guys, we are sitting at 65 viewers right now.
Blaine, you're still muted.
No, it's okay.
God.
Leave him muted.
Right back.
You're good. You're good.
Blaine's going to make fun of the Browns again.
Hey, unmute yourself, you goob. You're as bad as the Cleveland Browns' franchise. Unmute yourself.
He said he doesn't have to explain what can be understood. He's showing you.
Yeah, there he is.
Did you get that?
No, none of it.
It's an extra large. Got that.
All right, perfect. And right now, that's all you can get. So, I don't know. Well, just for things are coming. There's going to be announcements made shortly, eventually down the road here. But you guys are getting V1s.
All you have to do is like and share this. And Caden said if you tag people, he'll give you an entry.
And subscribe to Mini Trucker 88, baby. Come on, get it going.
All right, I'm back. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, we're ready whenever you are. Caden's just getting the wheel ready.
All right, so of course I have this in a long sleeve, I think, and a hoodie as well. Let me back up. Let me know if you all see it. Wait, hold on. Wait.
It's the background.
Oh my gosh, hold on. It is. I'm about to take it off. Hold on. Let me take it off. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me take it off. All right. All right.
What'd I do?
Let's try that.
Right.
Nope, that's not
no,
working. No. Hold on.
So I've actually seen this shirt because Paul has one.
There we go.
Paul does have one.
Yep.
Okay,
Return
sweet.
to the nearest car audio event.
That's facts.
Yep.
I get lost
That's
all the time.
cool.
Okay,
So,
so
And you have your own shirts that you sell as well, don't you? Or is it only exclusively
I
for
do.
you?
No. I have these as well. I have air fresheners like the
now we're
Yeah,
talking.
Air
I'm gonna-
fresheners are bad.
I'm more
I saw
vape
those.
to get air fresheners.
like
I'm tired of
those.
getting stinky demos.
I'm
Those
tired.
are the
of
best
that.
demos.
Right.
Stinky demos are the best demos.
I
No,
feel
they're
like
not. Ew.
Comment online where somebody was actually complimenting you about the smell of your build.
Yeah, that's like the second best thing. Like they always say that. That's like the second
Yep.
best thing. They say it smells, it smells like it looks. And I'm just like, the cherry smell is what
Yeah.
I go for in mine. They say it smells like it looks.
That's
And I like to
that's
keep
a
mine
big-
clean. I was just out there today cleaning it. So
Yep. You know what?
That's a big pet
For
peeve
us-
of mine, man, is making the inside of the car smell good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize now. You get a demo of my build. It smells like stinky ass coils. Every day. It's hotter than H inside of it. It's not a fun experience. I'll just be
You could, you could be probably 10 feet away and you'd be like, what is that? And you look over in Jace's demo and you just know it was a good demo.
It was a good demo. We're still cooking. So
Guys, look what my wife brought me.
You said a whole pizza.
Golly, bro.
Whoa.
gee, money,
Oh,
dog.
come on, bro.
I'm about to get mine too.
Hey,
I
Hold on, I'm about to get
told
mine
you
too.
doing chin ups, and now you're
diet, gotta have the diet Mountain Dew
I have a birthday.
because we're eating healthy. Oh, she brought me another one just in case.
Just in
Look.
case. Wait.
Mine too.
We're not doing Diet Mountain Dew.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
we're not doing Diet Mountain Dew.
Come on, who has a Pepsi product on here?
I have a PT test in 2 months. Okay.
The
What do
whole
you
thing.
got to do? Do it in like an hour? What
What
is
are you
it?
on probation for a P test?
A PT test,
What do
military,
you mean?
like physical training. I have a test.
What do you got? What do you have to do your mile in, or is it a mile and a half?
Chase, listen. She
What do you got?
she
what do you
is
got-
in the army, and if I say what I have to run a mile in, she's gonna laugh at me.
Okay, I want to hear it. Let's hear it.
Go ahead and say it.
Dude, if it's 20 minutes,
We're
I'm
in
laughing.
the Air Force.
If it is 20 minutes, dude,
Okay, listen.
You're cooked.
I am in the Air Force, and I'm also over 30 years old. All right, so that I'm gonna start off with that.
Both
No,
of those are excuses. So
As long as I max out my push-ups and sit-ups, which I always do, you have to be able to do to max out push-ups. I got to do like 60 something in a minute, and I got to do 52 sit-ups in a minute. I always max those out. As long as I max those out, I can run my mile and a half. Drum roll, please. In 16 minutes and 56
16
seconds.
golly, you
You
can walk
power
it.
walk that.
But
Wait,
if you
let me have some
20
pictures
push-ups,
of
you got to do like a
middle-aged men that are jacked.
Gotcha.
Give me something because we're not doing this excuse BS.
I mean, when you're in your 20s, the score for males is like, or at least when I came in, it was like
You're
if you
coping.
ran slower than a 13:36, you automatically failed. But if you hit the minimum scores on the components, you automatically fail also. You got to max out at least 2 of the components if you're going to do really bad in the last one. But yes, I can't eat like crap and drink like crap. I got to have balance. So diet soda with a whole pizza.
Let me tell you, Rob. Okay.
Here, I got you,
Yeah.
middle-aged man.
Let's see it. What we got here? Let's
Oh
go.
God.
Y'all can sit there.
Chris,
and, oh,
Chris
she got
Bumstead. He
she's
is
got-
30
Yeah,
years
dude.
old.
Yeah. What's your excuse, Rob? What is
Oh,
your excuse, dude?
Well, he's on steroids. There you go. There's the answer to that.
Are you making assumptions?
Dude, he is
Yeah,
making
I am.
big assumptions. He won Mr. Olympia, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I know Chris Bumstead. I'm just saying, like, I'm
I
not.
love T-Bone.
It's impressive, but sorry, I'm not on steroids. So
Okay,
this
so
is peak male performance.
peak man. You know what?
As he has a slice of pizza in his right hand.
Somebody needs to get a picture of that.
She's eating good too. You got over here with your healthy Chipotle and your green leafy stuff on it. Come on.
Okay, so before
Hey,
we
Rob,
spin this
that's
wheel,
called
Leafy
lettuce.
stuff?
That's called lettuce, Rob, just in case you didn't know.
okay, so
Yo.
So I got a private message here from the queen here telling me that I've got a low battery life. Does anybody want to let her know that this is a standard every week?
Welcome.
Every week.
Welcome to the stream.
Bro, time out. This is a great idea. This is phenomenal. B2
God.
Audio USA.
Listen,
I am here for this.
We're not.
No. I am here for it. Rob and Blaine.
I got
pushed up
Blaine.
top.
I got Blaine.
You want to see how many you can do in a minute, Blaine?
Good.
Blaine.
Blaine.
You
That's what
want
I'm
me to
saying.
give you an honest number in a minute?
Y'all are gonna pass out.
I'm
What?
gonna say
Like, what?
between 25 and 30.
That's
I
actually pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
I would say right now I can do between 46 and 55.
Yeah.
I'm calling.
I ain't even gonna front on that.
No,
That's
I'm
blood.
calling.
I've been
I'm
adding
calling.
Base
Cap
season
on that.
has been over, and believe it or not, behind the scenes, I've been eating like you guys have right now too, with the breads and everything
Now,
else.
to be fair, I will be
I
fair and
love it
say
though.
when you're doing push-ups for speed,
I need
form does slip a little bit, and it's kind of like if you know what penitentiary style push-ups are. It's where it's more of just you just go. You're not locking out perfectly.
You're not even doing push-ups. You're lying.
Hey, okay, all right. Tell you what, I want to see you do some penitentiary style push-ups where you don't lock out at the top. It's tough. It's time under tension. But I'm just
I told
saying,
you he was on probation and had
I've always been good at push-ups. That's always my strong suit. It was the max when I joined was 67, and I would always do over 70 in a minute just to make sure that if they didn't count some, I get credit. We did a push-up contest on base, and it was 2 minutes, and I did 116 push-ups in 2 minutes.
Wow.
So
Okay, well, listen. I'm gonna throw this out here. All right, push-ups. You know, it sounds cool. I think this is more fitting.
I think we should go live during the week sometime, Robert, for 1 minute. Have the wives or whatever record us doing push-ups for 1 minute.
I
And
was going to
then
say
you
sit-ups
can
because
share it.
y'all got dad bods, so we need to do sit-ups. Make it a challenge. Yeah. Now they're sweating. Now they're going, shit.
All of a sudden,
I'm
Gabe turned into
I'm
Richard
tucking this.
Simmons and stuff. Come
Uh,
on, cut us a break.
all right, guys, we got the giveaway wheel here. Let's go ahead and get this wheel spin. We got 60
Who's
viewers
first?
right now.
Let's hope an extra large person gets it.
We do have B2 Audio giving away a hoodie. And by the way, guys, whoever, let's say you win a shirt from Blaine, reach out directly to Blaine. He'll get you taken care of. Same with B2 Audio. Reach out to them directly. B2 and Big Jeff in the past, we have always communicated with each other to cross-reference, double-check if winners are accurate. So do not reach out to these people if you did not win. Because we had this happen not that long ago where somebody
loser move.
We might seem like we're dysfunctional, but Blaine secretly in the background writes everybody's name down that wins, and we keep track of all this stuff. So
Y'all
we are
ain't pulling one
cross-referencing.
over on you.
So with that being said, first spin is going to be for Blaine's merch. And Blaine, which one are we doing here? The new one. Got it.
We're gonna do the new one.
All right.
Let's see it
All right,
here.
Blaine, let's go.
Spin that
winning?
thing.
Who's winning it?
Who's got it? We got to do a duck race one time.
Did you see how close Jeannie was again? Tell her to get off the wheel.
Vito. Am I saying that right?
Those are, yeah. I know who that is.
Heck yeah.
I know who
Oh.
that is. That's yeah.
Heck
Alright.
yeah.
My wife cussing downstairs.
Tell
Oh,
Jeannie
no.
her winning streak is over. I mean,
Tell
all right, who's
Jeannie to
next?
message me. I have extras in different colors too.
Ooh. Okay, are we doing another Blaine shirt, or is this we're gonna move on?
Let's we'll come back to mine after. Let's run
Okay.
through the list.
Let's
B2.
Uh,
Let's do B2.
you want to be two? Let's do B2.
Let's just do B2. Bam.
Yeah, definitely reach out to me, Vito. All right, bro. I got you on this. Cool shirt, man.
Dang it!
I know not.
Dang
What
it.
in the world? I know not. No.
I think Anthony is a Phi loyalist. I don't think I think we go
Wait.
back one space and we give it to Heather for now.
What was the prize? A hoodie?
Yeah, B2
Yeah.
The
hoodie.
B2,
Alright.
yeah.
Might not
We
know
gotta
it,
see
but
if Anthony doesn't want it. We'll see.
Anthony's back in the gym, He's back in the gym, and I nailed it yesterday. I said, Anthony, I bet you're the type of dude that wears the
Yeah,
hood
he's laughing at it.
with the hood over your head and everything. So I'm sure he'd probably wear that in the gym.
Wait, it's like this. Hold on. Like
You see, you got to turn your head a little bit. Like you never see the
this.
face.
You got the headphones over the.
It looks like you're doing something you're not supposed to with that on. You know?
Oh,
All right, Anthony, make sure you get a hold of B2 Audio USA. Let them know you want a giveaway item.
3X.
Let's see if this is rigged. Spin it one more time for Big Jeff Audio Bass Knob. Okay,
What?
Jeff is on
Yeah.
one tonight.
Jeff
He's-
always steps up.
he
He's been
does.
doing mad giveaways and his channel, man. I see him popping up a lot. He's getting out there, man. Well, he's always been out there, but he's showing up and showing out.
He's putting out. Let's go, baby. Thank you again.
So
Jeff.
what are we doing
appreciate
next?
that.
what is this
Uh,
next?
Let's do
The hood, the shirt, Queen Kong shirt.
Yep. Let's do it.
We're ready. Bam.
And
See
then
who's
the
winning
last
this
wheel
one.
spin, we're going to do the Big Jeff Bass Knob.
How many we got in here right now, Jace?
60 strong.
Nice.
Alexander.
Alexander,
This guy.
congratulations. Hey, you got to
Yeah.
reach out to the queen. Send her a message. And then we'll cross-reference it. But we got Blaine's got names. He's writing them down. He's staying
Got him
strong
down,
with them.
Blaine? Thank you.
No, I didn't this time. After you just got done massaging my ego about doing it, I did not do it.
Alexander
You know
Case
what?
in the King Kongs.
I got it.
She's on it.
We can always rewind. So what? So this is Big Jeff's.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Who's won a bass knob? That's the real question.
Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it.
Shannon.
All right, Blaine is vetoed.
Shannon. Congratulations, my friend.
Woo.
You just won a Big Jeff
Oh.
Bass Knob.
Let's
Uh,
go.
Just make sure you reach out to Big Jeff Audio.
Anthony.
Go to their website, find their email there.
got the hoodie.
Let them know you want a giveaway item. It was the Liberty Base Bass
Anthony
Knob,
got
Liberty
the hoodie.
Base on the Liberty Base shop stream. And they'll cross-reference it with me, and we'll get you taken care of. Okay, so now
Hey,
that
I wrote it down.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you for donating to
Yeah.
everyone who donated.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
thank
huge.
you.
And
It's
if
great.
we can keep it going, let's get 75.
Uh-oh.
I just want 75 because I want that shirt.
We going another for another because I can do that too. I can give away a long sleeve
That's-
or a hoodie or
Let's do it. Let's
why
do
don't
it.
you
Let's
just
get it
what you
shared
wanna
out
do?
there. We want
Listen,
people
I'll
in
just
here.
send
It's
you
gonna
my
get
address,
funky.
guys. I mean,
That's
look,
what I'm saying.
I'm here
Well, you
for
already
it.
getting you already getting y'all already getting y'all's anyway. So
Oh,
y'all,
snap.
okay,
Oh,
y'all
snap.
don't count.
Stop.
Senior sizes,
Yo.
y'all don't count. Yes. Y'all
I didn't
Oh,
know I was.
snap.
Oh, care packages.
All right, so
Yes.
Love it.
we've got 60
Oh,
viewers
get
right
it,
now.
man.
We get
Make the
15
people
more.
happy.
Blaine
That's
is
what they
going to
want.
do another one. So share. Here's one I want to talk about. Okay? It's
Let's
gonna
go.
be spicy. I don't know how spicy this will get. Might get a hot take on it. Somebody might start speaking with emotion. My biggest pet peeve in car audio. I have a lot actually. But one of my biggest ones, non-business related, but just a community thing, is individuals who go, I wish I could get a sponsorship. I don't have an issue.
Everybody just disappeared.
Yeah. I do not, and I want to say this very clearly to any of the younger people watching this. I do not mind if you have aspirations of one day getting a sponsorship. There's a difference. But when you just say, I want to get a sponsor, or I want to be sponsored by this company, I need you to ask yourself 5 questions. You might not even have to get the 5. You might just need to ask 1, maybe 2. How much money have I invested with this company without asking for a handout? And then your second question is, how long have I been with this company? You get to those 2 questions, and I promise you, if it's not within a strong 2-year relationship where you have spent real money, just stop. Just stop saying that word out loud. Because Man, oh man, there is a lot that goes into a spot. When a company gives you product at an extremely discounted rate, it's because you bring something to the table in a relationship. And whether that, and most of the times it's loyalty, because not everybody's got big social media followings and stuff like that. They just might have a really cool build and show up to shows and shut it down, right? But they care about loyalty. And I think that goes a long way. I'd like to get everybody's thoughts on this, but I know that there's somebody in here that has a lot of sponsorships with a lot of companies, knows what it takes. So I'm curious to get how you feel about it.
Which side is blamed me or you know? You talking about me?
Yeah, we're talking about you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead,
Feeling
Blaine.
good for a minute.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
you.
I'll start off with, because I see this a lot, that people say that companies aren't giving out full sponsorships. Lie. Because I have one that you all know about, one that I haven't announced yet. All right.
Ooh.
So full. All right.
Mhm.
And I've branched out. Outside of car audio, I do have partial sponsorships with some of the other companies that were listed, you know, and they're willing to, like, not just their product because they want me to showcase their product just because of what I'm into and they see me going to shows. So they're willing to offer travel expenses, hotel, meals, you know, things of that nature. But what I would say, like, getting into them, and it's because I guess they see that I am loyal, like you say, humble, not causing a lot of drama. And I think that's like the majority of it, because some of the companies just like, hey, we see you out. I went to the most shows I was tired. It was getting like 3-4 shows a weekend. You know, traveling. It was tiring. Like 2 shows in one day. Like, hey, I'll go to a racetrack event, then I'll go to a car show on a Saturday, and then on a Sunday. I used to not go to Sunday shows because the kids had school on Monday, but during the summer, we don't have this, you know, so my kids like to travel. So we'll go to a Sunday show. It may be down in Georgia. We stayed at a show. Again, like I said, we were supposed to leave. We had planned to leave like 1 p.m. 6 p.m. rolls around and we're still at the show. You know, so just being out there. I like showing love to everybody that I'm affiliated with. Everybody that I'm affiliated with. Like, I'm getting into this thing. I've talked to, you know, most of the sponsors on the back end. Like, I'm trying to do more content creation, make more videos to, you know, to show off and, hey, I'm at this event and I got this on, I'm doing this kind of thing. But I just, you got to show up and show out. That's like the main thing that you have to do. They have to see what they're going to get in return, you know? So I had to learn, I really had to learn that, because when like I say, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but when I first came back out and I emailed a company like, hey, do you have a team? You're doing a sponsorship, but my bill was still getting done, you know? So I definitely understand. Like, they were like, no, you know, who are you? And this. But when I did come out and my build was done and I was contacting, or we spoke at an event or whatever, and then they gave me the cold shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So then now this is like 2022. So now 2024, it's like, hey, you want to work with us? You want to, you know, do this? But my build was done, you know? So when a lot of people have the notion that, oh, sponsorships, when you say you have a sponsorship, they immediately assume that they already paid for everything that's in your build. No, Stetson came after my build was 95% done. You know, I had Crossfire 16Ks in there. You know, I had Twisted Sounds in there. You know, so everything was already paid for. It was just the bass amps, you know, at that time. And then, of course, if anything blows or anything like that. But yeah, it was way after the fact. Of course, the companies want promotion. They want somebody positive. They want, you know, consistency. You know,
You know,
so
and I even want to throw this in here. We are a dealer. Actually, we are. It's kind of cool to say this out loud. We are distributor level for a few companies that we carry.
Mhm.
That is the highest form you can get with these companies as a seller is hit that distributor level. And even working at that level, selling product for them, physically making them money, having a social media platform and pushing product the whole 9 yards. Even those companies don't do full sponsorships. It is really hard to achieve it. You really have to be that individual that company says, I'm investing in that. This right here is going to get me a return at some point in the future, and it's worth it. So keep that in mind for anybody who is out there. Even the guys that are in that upper echelon that you look up to and go, man, that guy's got it. They're not even getting the deals that you think that they're getting. I mean, they might be getting a massage here and there, but it's
Right.
not. Here you go, Merry Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
and like
gotta
you say,
look
I like to show receipts. Like when somebody says, "Oh no, she's not getting a full sponsorship."
Boom.
That's them. They were in Brazil and came to Charlotte, so we can talk business. And the next company, I said, "Hey, this is a lot that I do. I travel. I'm looking to travel different places. That's what we're talking about. We got it. It's no worries."
Right. When they came up, when they were on their little tour here in the U.S., they stopped by the house, and it was Claudio and
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank.
Alexandria.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep.
Alexandria, he had not been in anything like obnoxiously loud yet at the time,
Mhm.
and Claudio had been in the Patriot before. And so Claudio looks over at me, and because his Alexandria's English isn't that great, and
Right.
so
Right.
Claudio looks at me and he goes, "Kill him." He goes, "Kill him." And I said, "Yeah, but you don't know what's going on." He goes, "I don't care. I'm filming this. I'm gonna send it back home." And I was like, "All right, that's fine with me." So I pulled my build. We're in a residential neighborhood, right? I can never turn my build on, and so I pulled it out into the front driveway or around the front yard. He climbs in it, and I smoked him. I mean, I smoked him there. He threw his phone the whole 9 yards. Claudia's sitting there laughing. I mean, it was hilarious. It was a memory I'll never forget. It was classic. They're good people. They're great people.
They are. They really are. Like truly are. I mean, I love them. Like I say, they gave me a chance. It was just from somebody saying, "Hey, check her out."
Yep.
And that was it. It went from there. So
sometimes you just need a chance, an opportunity.
Yeah.
And when you get that opportunity to shine, take it and run with it.
Isn't that like an Eminem song or something? You get one shot,
You said what?
one opportunity.
Oh,
that is Eminem's song.
Oh yeah, it is.
I was letting her cook earlier,
you gotta
but
get one shot. Yeah, it is.
She said something earlier, and I was letting her cook. But, she was talking about that Mike Jones effect earlier. She said, back then they didn't want her. Now she got that build hot, and now everybody's all on her. They all want to have a piece of the build now. Where was they at a year ago when she was building it, though?
Right.
It's crazy. Like I would have, and I didn't want to see it like that. Like I really didn't want to, it kind of hurt a little bit, because I try to give people that face value, or I try to treat people how I want to be treated. So, I didn't want to believe, just like you get the hometown thing is people in the beginning, they're like, hey, okay, you're doing great. But then once you get to a different level, I don't know what happens, like how they feel, like either it's jealousy or they wanted you to stay stagnant or, what it is. And it's just like, so that's why y'all see me at the shows. It's me and my brother and my husband.
I've had that same problem with being in the military and leaving my family in my small town. Leaving unsuccessful, coming home successful with a little something to show for it, and then suddenly people that were rooting for me early suddenly were like the people who were looking on me to fall, like waiting for me to fall.
Get cut off.
So I understand where you're coming from a lot, but you're talking about how you started your build. You didn't really have a lot of people reaching out. It wasn't until it was already a thing. I kind of can see it from their perspective though, because you got to show them. Like think about it. Everyone's telling them, oh, I'm going to go to all these shows. I'm going to have a really nice build. I'm going to do all these things. Show them. And maybe whenever
right.
it comes time for new subs, they might come knocking and want to offer you something. Maybe a discount. Maybe
Now look,
try this
you
out.
hold on now. I'm not just gonna throw 618s and not show it off.
Yeah.
You know, granted, my truck was a little ugly, it was just tan or whatever. But I'm not just gonna throw 618s and a lot of power and not go anywhere. Somebody gonna see this truck
Mhm.
somewhere.
All or nothing. There's no in between.
Yeah,
Yep.
it really is.
People will prey on your downfall, and it is appalling. It is appalling.
I love it.
I mean,
Yep.
I love it too. There's nothing more motivating than proving somebody wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Especially when you genuinely don't like them. It feels so good.
Oh, dude, it burns a fire.
Hey, wasn't that like the start of a T Grizzly song? Pray
Oh
on
my God, here we
downfall?
go. This guy.
You know
this
we
guy
go,
is
my
Thursday out.
goodness.
everybody.
Pray on my downfall.
You
Dude,
just-
I love Blaine.
Oh my god.
Blaine.
I'm just catching them all. They're all just like kind
Yes,
of
you are.
And I'm thinking out loud, and maybe I shouldn't. I don't
No,
know.
No.
you
Continue
know
to
it.
think out loud.
Well,
Well,
I do.
well, listen. I think this has been a phenomenal live stream. I am so grateful that you were willing to come on and do this little interview with us. I definitely hope, and I genuinely say this. I really hope that we can partner up, get you involved some way, somehow with LibertyBaseShop.com. I think your energy is phenomenal. Your attitude is exactly how ours is, and I really want to make that happen.
Say that
So
again, brother.
I know I'm
you
preaching.
are a vibe, girl. You are.
Yeah,
a vibe.
you are a vibe, a total vibe, and we are here
and
for it.
it's a positive, just kind of height. You're happy to be in the situation and be around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a whole
Yeah.
mood.
You know what's a good time to do, or one thing that's really fun to do is watch her videos that she posts on Facebook of the UPS man
Oh,
stopping by to drop off some
Good
packages.
job. Good job, Jace.
Shut up.
Like, it's the best.
We don't-
It's
yeah.
Let's go, Jace. Let's go.
So,
Good
what,
job.
before we get off here, what's the next big show that you're expecting to show your face at and show your build off?
Y'all asked this at the end. We're flying to Miami Friday.
What show is
Transfer's
it?
coming to pick up the truck tomorrow.
Going to
So
Miami.
it's a completely, so it's not car audio related. It's a car show. So I'm not sure if you all are familiar. Like I say, I like car shows as well. That's why I painted my truck, getting it show rate. I like my truck clean and everything. So, have you all heard of the Rick Ross had his car show?
Yeah.
Mhm.
at his
Oh,
house?
yeah.
So the fella that won last year with the nice green car, they came to South Carolina and did a car show. So interestingly enough, it wasn't a lot of people at that car show because it was like, how to poorly promoted and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, but we came out there, whole good time, dancing, having a good time. So they invited us to Miami.
That's cool.
So their show is Saturday. We're flying out. Transport's coming to get the truck. And so now I get to show them car audio because that's not their lane. Their lane is show
Right.
cars. Like,
Right.
a whole bunch of paint, nice wheels, So
I'll tell you, down there in that part of Florida, a big scene is the stunt walls.
yeah,
So-
I'm ready for them though.
Yeah, you better.
I mean, that's cool.
You better represent though. That's all I got to say. Okay.
Look, I told them, I said, I'm not here for any problems. I just want to have fun. They said, no, we love you, Queen. We just want to see, how we're doing. We just want to be around you. So I talked to a lot of them down there. So they're just like, we excited that you finally get to make it down here. We don't just have to, have to watch you on TikTok and stuff like that. So they said we're
Tyler.
gonna have a good time. But I was last night getting some stuff tuned up, replacing some
Oh
diaphragms,
yeah.
all that, because hey, y'all not gonna walk all over me when I come down there now. So,
We've got somebody in Florida close to that area. What part of Miami are you going to be in?
it's way at the bottom.
Oh, even
Florida
better.
City, Florida.
So he's down in Key Largo in the Keys, and he's always looking for something car audio or just car show related to go
That's
to.
still a drive, man.
Yep.
Hey, it's closer
Yeah,
than anything else.
Florida City, Florida. Yep.
Well, Tyler's
Oh,
there.
Tyler.
We'll get some live coverage there.
Get him like a little mic and everything.
Our live correspondent Tyler Moore is going to be down there getting some.
Yeah, that's actually a
fun-
really good idea.
It really
They
is.
do have a car audio event that same weekend. Eastbound Get Down. Is that what it
Eastbound
is?
and down.
Yeah. So yep. They have that one as well. But my truck will already be back on the transport. But I'll try to see if he wants to stop through or because we got a late flight back Sunday. So we'll see.
Well, listen, this has been a phenomenal live stream. Thank you again for coming on. Guys, 51 viewers right now as we wrap this up.
51?
Absolutely phenomenal. 51. Absolutely great. It gets better and better each and every week, and we love you guys for that so much. Thank you guys again for watching. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. Rob, where can we find you at? Oh, you're this way.
I'm just on Facebook, Robert Williams.
So I haven't made that damn Facebook page yet. We will get there. Or YouTube page. We'll get there. LD. X Boomin. The man, the myth, the legend. Where are we finding you out on social media?
Hey, Caden Petcher, X Booming on everything.
Awesome. All right. Blainster.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen.
Need the 1K people. Come on. I'm at 830 and some change. I need a K. You can find me right there. Blaine Hastings on Facebook. Mini Trucker 88 on YouTube.
Not to be mistaken with Mini Trucker 69.
69, my other
Wrong account. Wrong
Yep,
account.
okay, good,
Yeah.
good. All right, Queen, where can we find you at? Where are you at on social media?
You can find me on Facebook under LILAH space
Yeah.
Ray RAE or TikTok Queen Kong with a W. So
Wait, with a W?
yeah, because somebody else has the name Queen Kong, so I had to use QWUEEN.
That's
Bunch
unacceptable.
of
You need
bunch
to
of phonies, dude.
We'll have
Right.
somebody do their due diligence to find out who it is.
I'll have my
that's
people.
their
I'll have
name.
my people call your people. We'll get this taken care of.
Correct. Yeah.
Get to the bottom of it.
All righty, guys. Until next week, we've got some pretty exciting guests on next week. We'll announce that over the weekend, so stay tuned for that. But every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we are here on This Week in Audio. And until then, peace.
Peace.
Yeah.